Guys, Dread here, and welcome back to Hiveswap Friendsim episode 7. So, last time, it was a massacre. We watched a lot of babies die, we got people killed, fucked up a lot till we fixed our mistakes by wimping out. So, this time, I think we're gonna do. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, we're on volume 4, so we already did these 6 characters so far, and I'm still gonna do each character on the way. Anyways, we're doing volume 4 with these two bottom characters, so let's see which one. Fresh from your most recent bout of gratuitions, bodily injury, and touching scenes of Karam. You soldier on. You had a few setbacks, made a couple silly choices. Oh, that's hilarious. Boy, do things just keep happening. But let nobody say that to you. But let nobody say, But let nobody say that to you. The main character, you're incapable. You are incapable of growth and change. You have made sure not to get caught in the wilderness near dawn again. Oh yeah, 'cause the sun sucks on this planet. Alright. You have made your way back to civilization. You can't wait to discover what new adventures await you. Adventures like friendship. Okay. We got totally not evil and probably a pilot. Launchpad McQuack right there. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce their names, but we're going to go with this guy first. Totally not evil, okay. You wander down the street in a none too demolished looking part of town, but you don't really take much of it in. You're not looking where you're going either. This is an elementary mistake, especially on a planet where everything exists seems to be on a spectrum of engineered specifically for murder to could be a weapon in a pinch. But you got but you've got but you've got a lot on your mind. And now as the car, these guys probably have some ridiculous word for it, but you haven't learned it yet. You hadn't noticed slams into you, sending you flipping head over feet. You add a few new concerns to your list. Your bones and organs. Well, fuck, I got hit by a car. My character just goes through it, so I cannot catch a break. The sound of a driver yelling, "Watch where you going, you lump squirt chugger," fades as they drive away, and and you at and you assess your situation. You stretch each limb in turn, which you've got to say doesn't feel great. You land in a bush that which is covered in sharp spines. Oh come on! Your arms and legs are still at your arms and legs all still work, though when you do an experimental cough, no blood comes out. Pretty lucky, you think? May have redefined what luck means by this point in your journey, but you'll take what you can get. You don't figure luck will extend to driver turning around to help you out in this bush. Your gaze meeting and sparking an intimate and intense connection that leads to a beautiful lifelong friendship, but you let yourself hope. After a few minutes of struggle, the answer to your comradely daydreams come into focus above you, a figure outlined by spiny leaves of your planned prison in the glow of the moons. The troll you see isn't the troll you see isn't the driver of the car, but you don't care. Your heart is beating wildly with your continued lucky streak. Hello. You seem to have fallen victim to a collide and scamper with that scattlebuggy back there. It's a text above him. Wait, what? Have you contacted your personal legislator? If not, I would like to offer my service. Oh, is he going to be a lawyer or a scam artist? What's happening? My name is pronounce. Name can't pronounce, but you please call me Gorgor. Fuck it, Gorgor it is. Here for, I'm here for your for a... I'm tired, okay? He's giving me fucking fees. Bro, I cannot read that text. Is he charging me? He pulls a business card from his sleek teal vest and offers it to you, which precise flick off the wrist. His claw beds are perfect. You try again to sit up, buoyed by this offer for assistance. He's some type of doctor, maybe, or a lawyer. Doesn't matter, really, because he said he was here for you. Those words go right ahead and burn themselves into the softest chambers of your heart. He's gonna fucking charge me for friendship, isn't he? You start telling him your plight thus far, reaching up through the brambles towards his beacon of hope. This guy seems trustworthy, and that's not just your lack of options taking, you swear. Hold on. Hold on, I'm drinking something. That's good, Dr. Pepper. As you shift, the moonlight shines on you. He steps back briefly, dropping the card. One eye that's not covered by a swoop of product-infused hair opens wide. God, he's found out I'm ugly. He recovers, soothing his hands down his chest and straightening up, clearing his throat as you continue to explain. You're... what? Oh yes, an alien. I knew that. I've done work with aliens before. So your situation shouldn't be an issue at all. Should I give him a con artist voice? I'm not going to try to attempt with voices. Everyone deserves an equal opportunity to be represented by me. Bro, what is in the corner? That's worrying me. In fact, we may be able to use this in our favor for a larger cash settlement. It all depends on your angle. Here, try moving your chug chlor. The hell's a chug chlor? You aren't sure why this is necessary, but you wiggle your torso, hoping that's right. You never want anything more in your meager existence than to follow this specific directive perfectly. No, not that. You had a little hip jiggle. Not so much that he might think it'd say, come on. But not to say, hey, I'm friendly, and I know what the fuck I'm doing. No, you're a thing that holds up your thing. Work with me. Does he mean neck? Continue what you hope is a part of a troll friendship ritual. I'm fucking up here. Until you get to next, he claps his hands together. There we go. That one hurt, didn't it? Definitely a case of column snap? Column snap? Which can get us... Oh, he is a lawyer. Great. Yeah, we're gonna get paid. That better not be his goddamn lawyer fee building up. Your neck feels fine, or it doesn't hurt any more than the rest of you. But you give him what hope is convincing, painful nod of agreement. Of course, you will need to front the initial legislation costs. We may also have to injure you further to ensure our case is convincing. But you've got to break a few check pluck beasts embryos to make a grub. What are these trolls' language? They say they have weird sayings. Okay, break a few elements, I guess. Yes, I think we may. I think we may make a mutual beneficial team if you are willing to do that. We're gonna go to court, aren't we? Just as you deserve. So what do you say? How would you like to help me help you? He's talking really fast, no shit. You're not sure exactly what to think about your lack of funds or the idea of breaking any more bones, but that smile is sharp and shiny and pointed right at you. You want more of it. Okay. Tell him about the heaps of money you definitely have. Ask him if he does pro bono work. Explain profusely for his offer to help and explain that while your situation hasn't exactly left you very rich, you'll pay him back in glorious friendship, the most infinite of resources. You lay on thick. He seems like the guy who can appreciate a good deal when he sees one. Can't imagine a better deal than this. You reach both arms, waiting for him to scoop you up out of this pain plant, like a gentle baby you are. Sorry, I don't do charity. Such a shame, too. I was hoping to work with an alien that might make a more interesting day than usual. Fuck. He turns on his heel and walks away, his high ponytail swishing behind him. Okay, fuck you too. Friendship is not a currency. Okay, fuck you. We're doing that. We're doing that again. Hold on. Come on. Tell me about the heaps of money you definitely have. Yeah. Mention how incredibly loaded you are, and how core to your sense of values it is to pay well for good work. You know what? If we manage to find all those hot dogs, we can definitely find a lot of money. That's what we call good business. Now get up out of that prick fund and let's get you presentable. Why did you flail a few times before he sighs and buttons his sleeves and rolls them up to his elbows? Each fold is crisp and even. Takes a while, but you're good at being patient. There's a 12% cost increase for instance of mutual labor. It will all be explained in your bill. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, no. It's itemized. I'm sure an alien mean such as yourself will be able to handle it. He takes his hand and pulls you up out of the bush. It's kind of a rough job. He's not as strong as he looks. You guess. He glares at you like he is daring you to say shit about it. And you are a quick learner. He cuts you off mid. Thank you. My office isn't far from here. We can go there to get things started. By things, I absolutely mean get you clean and sign a lot of binding documents. Okay, so basically, you know what? Sure, trust this lawyer. That way, if I do make him a friend, I get a lawyer friend. He walks with purpose. You shake off the flora stuck in your various body parts and do your best to catch up. From the outside, his office basically seems to like his hive. You learn a thing or two during the shitstorm of a cultural exchange, though you gotta play it cool when a potential friend invites you home. You never know what cages or monsters or methods of evisceration they might have laying around. You might want to prepare a nice, chill look on your face for whatever carnage you're about to be confronted by. Damn, he's a ferret. It's Lus's ferret. That's awesome. It doesn't work. Your face falls to bewildered hell when you walk inside because all his chrome and glass and broad white walls in there. Future. I watched too much SpongeBob. It's like he brought the fanciest looking crate and barrel display room he could find, down to the last useless minimalist accessory, and then never sat down on it. Bro, what is this room? Not gonna lie, this guy must definitely be loaded. His Lustus, a ferret, is chilling on an enormous silver thing. It's halfway between a throne and play tower. Everything is clean and bright and at a perfect right angles. You don't see any weapons anywhere. It's fucking creepy. This is probably the most normal looking house we can come across for a rich person we've met so far. I've asked him if he just moved in because polite conversations seem like maybe the best thing you can do, in absence of something specific to focus your fear on. You're just sort of a little afraid of everything. Hold on one second. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so let's see. You're not paying me to learn my life story, unless you'd like to. In that case, no. I lived here most of my life. I'll go ahead and add that to your bill. Oh, come on. 1,500 for the life story? You stare at one of the chairs. Should you sit on it? By all means, do not make yourself at home. Head straight to my obligation trap while I prepare your contract. But you really want to connect with this guy, and you like how you just vibe there, where you were thinking about sitting on your wrangled ass in his fancy ass chair. He could totally tell you were thinking of it, but you don't want to be friends badly enough to walk straight into something that has the word trap right there in its name without at least pondering it for a second. It's definitely a trap. Take a goddamn bath. There are no entrapment, please. Okay, eeny, meeny, miny. No entrapment, please. You tell him you would rather stay away from any and all traps, if that's all right. You mentioned that you think that it's better to move for both of you. Something tells that this guy wants to know what's in it for him. Probably all the times he said explicitly that you do have the vibe going, after all. He taps his claw on his chin, looks you up and down, and takes his time. You try not to blush, no matter how exacting his gaze is. I hate my life. Present a solid case. Dude, he's charging me for just responds. Your whole look is more than a bit repellent, but it may make the pitiable lost alien angle more emotionally effective if you still look like you just got run over. Frown. It takes you a second to realize he didn't just say his physical emotive response. Instead of doing it with his face, he's giving you a direction. Stick your lower lip out and try to look as pathetic as possible. Yes, this is really working for me. It's awful. Completely awful. Your general squalor should function as a simple manipulation tactic, no matter which direction I decide to spin it. That praise makes it hard to keep frowning, but you do your best to keep it up. You even hunch over a bit and stumble a few. Really? Great. Yes. That's enough. Don't need to come any closer. Okay then. We'll skip the hygiene and get straight to the best part. Bureaucracy. Stay right there. Don't get any of your crusty alien or fights near my decor. I'll go print out our contract and we can move on. Pretend you're a statue while he types things, then prints the typed things, then stambles in the printed things, or staples up the printed things. His ferret stares at you with a beady interest. You stare back, completely motionless. You wonder how often Gorgor has friends over. He brings a packet over to you and hands you a pen. Read this or don't. Sign it either way. It's a standard agreement. Treat to accommodate your particular situation. Oh, come on, it's smaller text. No. Hold on. You don't agree summit. Oh. Blah blah old business. You want fuck it. Oh my god, the bill. There sure was a lot of stuff that you just got told real fast. You were trying to listen, really, but he winked at you early on his monologue, and that was really distracting because you couldn't stop thinking about it. Honestly, I didn't even pay attention either. Anyways, regular legal jargon, yeah, just like all the times you click to say you read the terms and conditions on an old harmless social media app that That stuff never ends up being relevant. Show off your polished John Hancock as many times as it can take. Excellent, excellent. Everything is in order. Are you ready to head out? Oh, I feel dumb. I just realized what that bottom text thing is there. It's where you're supposed to put the signatures. Now I get that text, actually. That makes sense. Is that what I've been doing? Oh, like now? Now? You're not ready. Do you look roughed up enough? Will your bones need to go through any more ordeals? What's a subjugular? Does Torga? No sweep like one of your fucking in, as I say. What? Pardon the language. It's an idiom. It means it's time to fucking go. If all I'm out about as apprehensive. I'm tired. I just got home. As you followed him in. As you retrace the path you took not too long ago, it occurs to you to wonder where this glorious feat of justice is going to take place, and if anyone is going. Are we even going to a courtroom? Is that even a thing here? You skip up to match his pace and ask. There is no real need for you to worry about that. It's for me to deal with. I saw the perpetrator, of course. If it seems to pin the crime on them, when the time comes, I will have more than enough credible evidence to condemn them. Hold on. The blood cast should be sufficient. But it seems worth it to call in the dented shuttle buggy. I can certainly do that as well. Of course, that's not the only way we can spin this. It may not be necessary to involve them at all. Don't bother worrying about that either. You definitely still worry about that. But you nod and keep walking like you're not bothered. You want to match his level of easy confidence. It's almost comforting to be around. Now you spent some time with them, it's simple. You're still basking in the ease of being told what to do when the whole vibe flips over on its ass so fast you feel it like ice going down your back. You look at him first. He stopped walking and his posture somehow gets straighter. Even his cute little ponytail thing looks more alert. He has no idea what he's doing, is he? He's staring at the approach of another troll, a blue guy. You know that means high blood, but not much else about that entrails, aside from what you're picking up from the full hair on and cat reaction from old Gorgor next to you. Oh boy. Pleasant evening, sir. His voice gets somehow sweeter and more professional at the same time. You recognize what he's feeling because you felt it yourself the whole time you've been on this godforsaken planet. A deep, all-consuming thirst for approval. He's grunting hard for business boy friendship. The high blood, however, is not. At first you think he might be chill because of his smile, and because his smile gets huge, and hell, if you don't love getting smiled upon. You start to introduce yourself until he shoots a be cool look. It's then that you learn that this guy's smile is not nice kind. What's this, he asks. Orgor picked up a little friend. Oh god, Z's bully. It's not. We have a working relationship. Try not to let his dismissal of your friendship sting up. You're not there yet. It's okay. You want to be helpful, so you put on your best injured face and start hobbling in a circle, twisting your neck at the most grotesque angle you can imagine without actually hurting yourself. You groan pitifully about your bones. Oh right, your booming drone pursuing business, this client. you have here looks extra shitty. Good luck getting anything good for whatever this mutant thing is you scraped up from the crystal grate. If you take a moment to consider the potential, Blue Guy rolls his eyes and keeps walking, elbowing his way right between you two of you on his way past, like you're nothing. He freezes, his eyes fixed ahead of him where the blue guy was standing. It's like he wasn't. Wow, he's tweaking out a little bit. Gorgor, you okay, man? Do you need some money? Do you want me to pay your bill? Even though he got knocked back a few steps in his wake, he starts shaking. Yikes, that was, tense. I want to say something reassuring to him, but he has some kind of ascendant look to another plane of existence. Maybe a nice reassuring pat on the shoulder will help diffuse the mood. You put a ginger hand in. You put it near him, and he whirls a face to you. His eyes narrow and breathing heavily. You snatch your hand back fast. Mistake? You. Do you have any idea how rare that networking opportunity was? Do you realize what you... No, of course you don't. Wait a minute, when did my bill double? You don't know anything. It's a weird little hornless thing who doesn't even know how to cross a fucking street. He starts laughing all high-pitched and weird. Up until now, he seemed so slick, so unflappable, that Gorgor is hard to reconcile with, one pacing back and forth, hollering and grabbing at his face. He's pretty goddamn flapped. Okay, he needs a goddamn coffee. Oh boy, you really screwed up, huh? Maybe your busted neck routine was not convincing enough, or too convincing? Either way, you figured it might not be the time to bow out. Before this scene really blows up. You tell him, so, your neck is fine, look. Your head bang bit to approve it. No, a deal is a deal. A deal is a deal is a deal. He breathes slowly through his nose. Alright, Gorgor, remember your mantra. He closes his eyes after an awkward minute of watching him whisper something unintelligible to himself. He opens them and immediately starts up the bonkers pace again. So you skedaddle to catch up. He keeps walking, though by now he's just talking to himself. With you as eavesdropping barnacle with slow legs. Little maniac giggles bubbling up between his sentences. Oh, yeah, he's definitely crazy, okay. He's not evil, he's a lawyer, but he's a crazy one. We're heading towards justice, alright. Keep walking. We're seeing through this. I've got a bottom line to hold up. Okay, not bad. Maybe things are still cool between you. Maybe this lawyer-client relationship has a chance to blossom into something more. You venture a friendly type of topic. You ask him about his mantra. He stops walking, looks at you like you shat on a Celeste's grave. You just ask someone what the mantra is. Maybe not so cool. He shivers, spooked, and turns thankfully stare from you to the path you are on. After a moment, he smooths back all his hair. He smooths back all his hairs and that were shook out of place during his freakout. He turns back down a side street. Anyways, I was about to say there are many ways to fulfill the terms of our contract. I was hoping you would lead to a more stimulating evening. I was prepared to get into it with you, for you. But it has become clear that this partnership is no longer worth the work. Especially now that I have to consider the significant career setback I just experienced at your feckless hands. So I insist wasting any more time on yours. Let's take a shortcut to the same result. Sparing us both the agony enduring long court battle in the proximity of one another. Here's your verdict. You're guilty. Guilty? Wait, wasn't it supposed to be the other guys on trial? Look around, panic rising in your chest. Oh, don't tell me you don't know how the legal system works either. Unsurprising and uninteresting. Oh, this is bad. Being caught You've been so caught up in watching him talk, you didn't notice him guiding you straight to the shittier part of town. You know, the part that's all half demolished, hives and creepy noises and drones flying around. Drones like the one, drones like that one turns to you when he whistles, snaps fingers, and points. You motherfucker! Hey, big guy, over here. One extremely malformed and unviable troll. You son of a bitch. Just the way you like it. You shouldn't feel surprised at this betrayal, maybe, but you do for a second anyway. Then you focus on yelling and scanning possible debris to hide under. He starts backing away as the drone gets closer. There's a sewer in the next street over. You probably won't make it, but if you do, check your pockets. What? Okay. Hold on. Was that the bad ending? Is there even a good ending? Hold on. Let's figure that out. Okay, let's try this one this time. Take a goddamn bath. More than a little concerned about the trap part of the instructions you just received, but hey, at least a trap you know is better than one you don't. With everything else you can see so frequently, he has to be hiding some evil somewhere. You wonder if it's a dungeon. A dungeon could be cool. Ferret bounds down off its pedestal and jerks ahead towards you. Jerks his head for you to follow it. You do because it seems like a regular thing to do, and he's busy on his computer. It leads you to the bathroom, which is just as fancy and clean as everything else you've seen. He chitters at you for a second, squirms its big noodle body, and leaves shutting the door behind it. You wait a second till it's probably gone before you test the handle. It's unlocked. Huh. You wonder what the point it for. You know, the motive might be for leading you into a room until it turn to see yourself in the mirror. That's some haggard-looking stuff right there. So fair. I'm sorry, I'm very tired right now, so I know my reading sucks. Fine by the seat of your pants, but you guess maybe you're supposed to take the bath? If not, he gets pissed and unleashes his ferret on you. Oh god, unleash the ferret. At least you meet your maker and nice and clean. You half expect some blood or something. Something comes out of the faucet, weird lumpy tub, but thankfully it's just water. Once you're in, you take a look to accommodate. Am I just this tired today? Once you're in, you take a look at the truly inordinate amount of bath products you have at your fingertips. There's 3 shells, a little bottle, and soaps, and unidentifiable lathersome accessories by the tub alone. There's even more by the mirror. The labels are all gibberish, of course, but you sniff a few until you find some flowery and go to town. Find something flowery and go to town. You take more time than you should in there, but you haven't experienced a moment of luxurious solitude in a bit. Full-time friendship searching can be difficult work. It's good to recharge. Once you are freshly scrubbed and dried, you slather yourself head to toe with some lotion to find in a random vial. You hope he won't mind you using it. He wants you to be presentable, and this kind of stuff is sparkly. You start to feel rejuvenated as hell, ready to knock this friendship stuff right out of the park. You leave your dirty, torn-up clothes on the floor, wrap yourself in one mainly stolen bathrobes folded on the shelf, get back out to find Gorgor. Standing in his foyer, waiting in contract he typed F for you. When he sees you, his eyebrow ticks up. I see you went with the rainbow drinker serum, full body application. Bold choice. I mean, in a rare, expensive product, and I do expect to be remembered. But I won't lie, it works. Yeah, yeah, sure, that stuff. You don't want to let on that you don't know what it is, since he seems impressed. Instead, you give his ego a little stroke. You tell him that you haven't seen such Cerberus array of self-care products in so long that you couldn't help yourself. Not everyone takes skincare as seriously as they should. I assure you, we're taking forever in there. I assume you're taking forever in there because you got lost or didn't know what to use in the ovulation trap. I hadn't considered the possibility that you were just doing your rigament. Noted. Hold her arms out to admire the well-hydrated sheen you got going on. This time you're not really even bullshitting. It just does actually look pretty good. He seems like he's struggling. He keeps opening his mouth to say something, but changing his mind. He's clutching the documents in his hands like a flotation device. He looks down at them, then back at you. Typically, I only use that particular product to highlight my cheek blades, but there's no real reason that you shouldn't apply it more liberty, especially if cost isn't an issue. It's a little drastic for my personal style, but there is a certain unorthodox glamour to it. Next bit looks like it hurts him. The next bit looks like it hurts him a bit to get out. Do you? Would you like to step outside to see the full effect? You bet your ass you would. You're curious about what he means by effect. This seems like more fun than signing stuff. He places the documents down on his desk like they're made out of glass, not paper. He looks up at his Lessus, who just sort of tilts his head to the side. You look away to give them privacy to do whatever eyeball communication is going on. After a bit, he clears his throat and heads towards the door. You don't comment on the bluish flush in his cheeks. For all the shifts in his demeanor, he still seems like he could kick you out on your ass if you tried to get too feelingsy with him. Your heart starts to glow as you step back out into the dark front yard. Not in any light bulb kind of way, but subtle, ethereal, luminous. What is this stuff? Now that is a look. I mean, there's still a fortunate issue of your horniness as an overall appearance. The fact that you're still wearing his bathrobe, whatever. But it's cutting edge, I'll give you that. You look almost like a real one. You don't know what that means, but you want to roll around eternally in the praise part. You asked if it would help your case. Oh, right, your case, of course. He bites his lip and looks back through the window and his papers sitting on the desk where you left them. You hope he still wants to represent you, or at least that he wants to hang out even if he wasn't going to. You don't get a chance to prawn though, because right then someone around the corner and sidewalk in front of this hive. His face immediately shudders in its usual stammering mask. An edge of panic around his eyes, though. Huh. Wow, Gorjek. What have we here? Is a blue-themed troll, which, if you remember right, means he's a fancier guy than Gorgor here. Tagora, that's probably how it's pronounced. He's grinning like Troll Christmas came early. You can feel him vibrating out of his skin next to you. Who even is this guy? When he gets close to get a good look at you, he jumps and screeches. What the? Budge boiling. Fuck. He's frozen, corner of his mouth pulled back to show his teeth. The new guy is ignoring him in favor of noticing that you're dressed in his monogram lesser wear. If his look of fascinated horror is anything to go by, you don't really know what makes you do it. You should wait for him to get himself together and do the talking, but you're riding the high of him, almost seeming that he was enjoying your company. Plus, nothing boosts confidence like looking like a beautiful spooky angel. So you toss your head, put on your best fancy guy voice. What, never seen a real one before? You're placing all your chips on this guy knowing something you don't. But when his eyes get huge, he starts stumbling over himself to back away down the sidewalk. You know it's paid off. He blinks and jumps right back in, picking up directly where you left off. Surely someone as well informed as yourself knows a rainbow drinker when he sees one. The blue guy doesn't respond with anything more coherent than stirring of yelps as he hightails it back the way he came. What's happening? I'm sorry, I'm like hardly paying attention here and I don't know what's going on. Also, goddamn that bell. When he's gone, you turn to him and ask him super casually what rainbow drinker is. He stares at you in stunned silence. Are you telling me you didn't know? You nod. And you just ran with it anyways, exploiting the fear you picked up and turn the tide on a dog encounter to your favor? You shrug. You guess so. You tell him that you hope his friend wasn't too freaked out. Friend? No, I hate that guy. There are simply times when being liked by your betters is helpful. Though technically, fearing me is just as good. Better, maybe. So thank you. His laugh is soft. It's not the sound you're expecting to hear. He's happy because of something you did. You can't help it, you start laughing too. That was a bit of a rush, wasn't it? It was almost fun. I certainly didn't see it coming. Anyways, I underestimated you. Hold on. He gives you an appraising look, then takes a deep breath. You're so nervous all of a sudden. You feel unbalanced on the precipice of what he's about to say. From one precipice to another, I will let you in on something. I haven't exactly encountered with an alien before. Oh, sweet relief. Tell him his act was airtight. As long as everyone's doing the truth thing. You admit you lied a bit too. You're not actually rich. Yes, that's clear now. He has an invaluable ability to fake it, though. That's potentially much better. Why don't we put our case on hold for the time being? You wouldn't have enjoyed the outcome of our legal system anyways. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I already remember what happened. We can find an alternate means of you working off your debt. I think we make a better team than I previously anticipated. With our wits combined, we can tackle bigger and better things than traffic injuries. He flexes his hand at his side, then in one swift and decisive moment, he extends it out to you. In his face, something close to an honest-to-God real-ass smile. I never actually formed a legitimate partnership of any sort before, but I believe this is how it's done. What do you say? The glow in your eyes shines brighter than any expensive and still kind of mysterious lotion. You take his hand in your firm, no nonsense grasp of pure, ineradicable joy and shake it. There we go. Oh, I signed the document. Yeah, sure. Friendship. Perfect. We got another friend. Okay, that's where I'm going to end today. I'm sorry for my terrible skills today. I'm very tired and just got home from work, so that's where I'm going to end it now. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.